Take a good look at the time lapse. This cooperative weather was a pretty busy day looking out towards the north, and we screamed right up into those triple digits. Now, this clear weather is going to let us know how fast we're going to cool off, but some pretty interesting developments are happening down in the tropics, and that's going to finally weaken some of this high pressure, but we're still going to be holding on to those triple digits. Looking at the temperature change over the last 24 hours, definitely working on the sensor, so I'm missing a few teeth as we dropped all the way down into those lower 70s last night. Made a good 27-degree run up to about 100 degrees, and we're cooling off right now at 101, and we're going to see how fast that is under this high pressure. Now, it's setting up for a beautiful Friday night, so make sure you get out there and definitely take advantage of it. Enjoy it, because you definitely have earned it. 101 right now in San Angelo. Everybody else joining us in a combination of those mid to lower 90s right now. What is happening? As we're looking across for those 10 degrees, we definitely don't have it because some areas are still warming up. 101 with Robert Lee Ballinger here in San Angelo. Coleman 102. Then we look down to the south, Junction at 95 degrees. So we're looking about 7 degrees across the entire region right now. We'll see how fast we cool off. Looking at the humidity indices, because it usually makes it feel hotter than it is, but everything's pretty dry right now. As you can see, some of those teens up to the north, of course, holding on to some of those 30s down towards the south, and the dew points are pushing way down there near those 50s and those 60s. Take a good look at the upper level pattern and watch behind me when we start to watch it start to weaken in this area across Texas. Off towards the west coast, you're looking at a circulation that's going to be a hurricane. As I move out of the way off towards the east coast, there's going to be another potential, and we're going to take a good look at it. But look at the upper level pattern. A lot of it holding towards the north. The high pressure finally weakens and pushes off near Louisiana. You can sort of see how it's becoming more of a weaker gradient across the entire region. We take you into the moisture tracker and keep your eyes near Florida, because as this cold front pushes down, it finally makes its way into the Concho Valley by the weekend, and there's where that strong concentration of orange is making its way over Florida. Now, it's looking like it's somewhere between Alabama and, of course, Florida, but we'll know as sooner as it gets here. Now, we're looking at the average August temperature outlook. Things are going to be above normal. Take a good look at that spectrum across the entire Concho Valley, and then we look at the rainfall, and unfortunately, we don't want to see below normal rainfall that encompasses the entire Concho Valley. Hopefully, the burn ban doesn't come back. Now, we take you down to the tropics as we track this storm. Right now, it's over about Cuba as it makes its way in. It's got about a 70% chance of formation in the next week. Now, it's Invest 97L. That's the same one we saw in the upper level pattern that could make its way in. Of course, we're looking at the satellite down towards the surface, and we take you into the Concho Valley, where we're going to get a better idea of this cool down for the weekend, because Friday is going to be excellent. Get out there and take advantage of it. You know, I'm going to definitely do the same thing. But by Saturday, if not Sunday, Steven's going to take a closer look as some of these storms start to make their way in from the north. The southerly winds finally give up. This is about Saturday afternoon, but it doesn't stop there. By about Saturday evening, we see another good wave make its way in near from Abilene, and then it takes over the entire Concho Valley. And then about Sunday around lunchtime, things start to clear back up, but those cooler temperatures are definitely on their way. So tonight, back down into those 70s. We'll see how fast we get there. Cool, clear, and calm. Then tomorrow, right back to hot. It's going to start that way, but it's going to shape up for a beautiful Friday night as we make our way into that first weekend of August, and pretty much only a couple more weekends before school starts. Take a good look. We're going to cool off, and it's going to get pretty nice. But then, as we start that first official week of August, things are going to scream right back up into hot. Stay tuned. We'll have more up at the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.